$55, totally free and free shipping. You're guaranteed to get clear and stay clear, or you get your money back. Call now, 800-772-7610. That's 800-772-7610. One more time, ready? 800-772-7610.
President Trump has a major meeting with Capitol Hill leaders this coming Tuesday. USA Radio's Chris Barnes with more.
Keeping the government up and running will be high on the agenda when President Trump and congressional leaders meet next week, as the president is scheduled to meet with House and Senate leaders from both parties on Tuesday. And that's just 10 days before funding for federal agencies runs out. Trump and lawmakers are also expected to discuss the Republican tax bill that's now in the Senate, reauthorizing the Children's Health Insurance Program. But the most contentious item could be the legislation to protect so-called dreamers from deportation.
Holiday shoppers are spending over $3.5 billion this Black Friday. Adobe Digital Insights says that as of 5 p.m. yesterday, total Black Friday sales were up 15% over last year. Online sales were up over 18% by Friday morning. On Thanksgiving, online sales hit a record $2.8 billion. A record $1.4 billion in sales have been made on mobile devices, and over two-thirds of those sales were made using smartphones. This is USA Radio News.
Hi, my name is Kip Harridge, and I'm the founder of the Vertical Research Advisory, or VRA. After 15 years on Wall Street, I founded the VRA in 2003, my daily investment newsletter that's been crushing the market for 14 years. I tell you what to buy and when to sell and take profits, and I only target stocks that have the ability to rise by 50% or more. For the first time, we're offering a free 2-week membership. Simply go to VRAinsider.com. You also get my new book, Crash Proof Prosperity, Becoming Wealthy in the Age of Trump. Join us now at VRAinsider.com.
As you go about shopping this holiday season, a consumer group wants you to be mindful of dangerous toys that are still on store shelves nationwide. In its 32nd annual Trouble in Toyland report, Mike Litt, Consumer Campaign Director of the U.S. Public Interest Research Group, said despite recent progress, consumers must still be wary when shopping for children's gifts.
We need to protect our youngest consumers from dangerous toys, and parents and consumers need to watch out for common hazards when shopping for these toys.
Among the findings, some fidget spinners contain dangerously high levels of lead. Several toys contain small parts but don't carry a warning label about it being a major choking hazard. The group is also warning of data collecting toys that may violate privacy and could become a target for hackers. Other problems include very noisy toys, toys with batteries that can overheat and catch fire, and small magnets that can be deadly if swallowed. You can see the group's list of unsafe toys as well as tips for safe toy shopping at toysafetytips.org. Amazon is revealing its specials for Cyber Monday. Those deals include up to 50% off on select Hasbro games, Nerf products, Play-Doh, and other items. The Amazon Fire HD will be priced at $99.99, which is the lowest price ever on the device, and customers will find more than 30 deals of the day. Amazon says its customers last year ordered a record-breaking 740 items per second on Cyber Monday. As a reminder, you can stream us by downloading the TuneIn app to your smartphone. Go to usaradio.com and, of course, listen right here on this great radio station. This is USA Radio News.
If you're 85 or younger, would you like peace of mind and comfort for your family? We're Final Expense Direct with an urgent message for you. The average funeral today costs over $8,000, but the most you'll get from government benefits is $255. How will your family pay the difference? We can help. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam. You'll have lifetime coverage, and your plan can't be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Call now for free information about our senior plans. Answer a few simple questions and receive approval right on the phone. Plus, call right now and we'll give you a discount prescription card for free. Call 800-595-6619. That's 800-595-6619. Again, 800-595-6619.
Welcome to the Garden America Radio Show, the country's most listened to gardening program. This is your chance to talk about gardening, horticulture, landscaping, in fact, anything that has to do in the world of gardening. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or send us your questions and comments to john@gardenamerica.com. Now, here's Bryan, Maine, John Bagnasco, and Tiger Palafox on Biz Talk Radio and the Garden America Radio Network.
And a very pleasant Saturday morning. We are back. Welcome one and all. 6 minutes after the hour. Bryan Main along with Tiger Palafox, John Bagnasco. Welcome to Facebook Live. All of you tuned in right now and, of course, across the country, around the world, however you may be listening to us here. It's been a couple of weeks. I've got to get the mouth rolling.
Yeah.
We were off last week, and then the week before that, John's car broke down. So it was just the Tiger Bryan show.
But
and
you know what? You have no excuses for your mouth rolling because you're a busy man that's doing a lot of talking.
I have been doing a lot of talking. In fact, it was a week ago today that I was working an Aztec football game at the stadium, and I get a text from Tiger. He's at IKEA, which is, a few blocks away?
Oh, no, it's like a mile away.
And he could hear me echoing through Mission Valley. And I thought that was...
not on the radio.
No, not on the radio at the stadium.
I just hear voices in my head. It's Bryan everywhere I go.
So I guess that was funny. But we are back. We are all three of us here live, ready to go. If you want to give us a call, 855-424-9825. Zach is our director and studio coordinator. He'll answer the phone. But even more popular is posting your questions and comments on Facebook Live. You can also talk to each other. You can email John, that's John, at gardenamerica.com. So here we are. And a big show today because we have two outstanding guests lined up today. Who wants to take a shot at the first one? Randy Schultz?
Randy Schultz.
Hour number one.
And that's going to be hour number one, and we're talking gardener gift ideas, which we're heading into the holidays now. It's already begun, and to look for those fun, unique, hard-to-find gifts for that person that loves to garden, we have some great items that we're going to talk about and how you can get them.
Absolutely. And John's second hour HB 101 talk.
That's right. Yeah, we not only are we going to be talking about HB 101's holiday gift pack, which I think is a great stocking stuffer, but we're going to come up, or Masako Yamamoto is going to tell us about some new uses for HB 101 that I never even thought of or heard of.
New use, maybe a holiday recipe.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
I used some of that
holiday
the other night.
Recipe for your plants, though.
I've got a big Dracaena in the living room, which I planted back in 2008, and I've just kind of left it there. And I was telling Dana the other night, I haven't changed the soil, done anything to this plant for several years. I've got decorative rocks on top, and it just grows. It just, so I don't know whether to do something with it, give it attention, or leave it alone. So I took some fertilizer, that I had out there, Milorganite, Fertilome, whatever, and some HB 101, and I thought, well, let me pour some in. And you know what? It drained. I thought the water would never go through. So we'll see what happens, because this plant's been sitting there for 5 years with no attention, really, in the corner. So HB 101, I thought maybe give it a little spark.
It might be petrified.
I just moved 2 tree ferns and what was the other thing? A taxus. And I've been putting HB 101 on them because, of course, as soon as you move or transplant something, temperature went up to 106 in Fallbrook. No, 96.
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
washing your car.
It was 96 last week. So, yeah. But so far they look good. And the tree ferns I was really concerned about, but I think they're going to make it.
I think we have a shot of HB 101 right there, too, in front of the camera.
Well, that's the holiday pack that we're going to be talking about a little bit later on. And the cool thing about this holiday pack is you can save 33%, so a third of the price if you buy the 2 sizes together rather than buying them separately.
And HB 101, we should mention, too, not a fertilizer, but more like a B12 shot if you were to go to your doctor, right,
It's
John?
a vitalizer.
A vitalizer.
There you
HB
go.
101 vitalizer. And it must be good because we have people that continue to reorder time and time again, and we've got a special holiday package. We'll be talking about this all during the show.
Yeah, another thing that I didn't even talk to you guys about it, but I got a call during the week from Bob Matrick, or Bob Mayer. Now I can't think of his last name. My mind just went blank.
Well, it begins with an M. We call him Bob M.
Yeah. But Bob from the Garden Gators Company is giving reduce the price of the tote bags by 25%.
Wow, people are very
and that's a great gift idea because it's. Have you ever seen these, Tiger?
Mm-hmm.
You put it around, you strap it around your neck and your back, and so it's in front of you like a pouch, and it's got room for all your tools, your cell phone if you have it, your clippers, and as you go around the yard, you can take clippings and put them in this big little trash carrier that's in front of you, right? And then when you get ready to dump it, you go over to a trash can and the bottom comes out. It just opens up, let everything go in the trash, and then Velcro it back together, and you're off to do more.
And I would imagine it's got several pockets for everything you need to do while you're gardening.
Yeah, all kinds. You put your gloves, whatever you need.
Outstanding.
Probably put a baby in there.
Okay,
but just be careful when you go to dump it.
No, you're not. You know what? A week off does you good.
Yeah. Two weeks off.
Oh man,
that phone call we got. I'm not going to make it. My car's broken down. I'm in Fallbrook. We felt bad for you. We carried the show.
Yeah, I still remember how sympathetic you were. You said, your car's overheated. Cars haven't overheated for 20 years.
That's true. Did you crack the block, or are you okay?
No, I needed a new radiator. Had to get a new radiator.
A new radiator.
And
you're like a walk back in time.
After that, I had to get a tune-up.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. That's funny, though. Yeah, it's a walk back in time with John Bagnasco.
Well, the car is 20 years old.
John at GardenAmerica.com, or post your questions right there on Facebook, and tell people about Facebook, John.
One last thing, too,
yes.
Before we get going, is if you go to all this stuff we've been talking about is on the homepage of our webpage, our website. But also there is our garden tour next year. We're going to the Hampton Court Flower Show in July.
July 1st.
And touring the Cotswolds in England. There's only 7 spaces left.
Did you hear that? 7 left.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll be one of the lucky 7.
Now, you said there's going to be nurses that'll be with us in case
For some reason, we've got about a minimum of 5 nurses going with us.
So if you have a health problem or concern, don't worry about it. You're covered. And you mentioned a Navy SEAL's going with us?
I was just kidding. We have security.
That's Tiger. He's going to be doing Navy SEAL training up until the day we leave.
Oh.
So that's going to be fun. But 7 spaces left, so get on the stick and go to our website, GardenAmerica.com, on the front page there. Earthbound Expeditions, the entire itinerary to England is there.
Yeah,
so
there's
you can
a link
decide.
to the day-by-day itinerary so you can see what we're going to be doing.
So there you go.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to the Hampton Court Flower Show. It's one of the premier flower shows in the entire world. And I've never been. And I know it's something that Bruce and Sharon always used to talk about going to see, and they never did. No, they raved about wanting to see it.
Exactly. That's what I meant. They talked about it, but never got a chance to go.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm looking forward to that. Also, quickly want to mention that if you go to our website, every year people have problems with this, and somehow, Tiger, we need to simplify our website ordering process. But, you've got so many sites that you buy on, and if you forget your username and password, you can't get into the site. And it's the same thing on our website, but you really don't need a username or password. All you got to do is check the box that says new customer. And if you check in as a new customer,
it lets you write in.
It lets you write in. And then to bottom where it asks you for a username and password, just leave that blank, and then you can get in.
Okay.
And
that seems simple. That's simple enough.
Yeah, and if you still have problems, you can always send an email to me, and I'll walk you through it.
And that would be John at GardenAmerica.com.
Right. Or orders at GardenAmerica.com, either one. We'll try to help you out.
All right. I think it's time for the quote of the week as we approach 15 after the hour.
Well, it's a simple quote because I know that you fall asleep during the longer quotes, Brian. This quote was from Frank Lloyd Wright.
Wasn't he an architect?
He was. And he said, a doctor can bury his mistakes, but an architect can only advise his clients to plant vines.
To cover the mistakes.
That's right.
Exactly.
Very good. I think Simon and Garfunkel mentioned him in a song, Frank Lloyd Wright.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're not right, but...
No, but...
Frank Lloyd was.
Was right, exactly. Okay, what else? We've got about a minute and a half until the break. We've been catching people up on what's been happening.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that we do this every year. We try to bring on people who can... because it's a time of year where everything's so frantic and you wonder, what do I get this person? I don't want to get Dad another tie. What do I do? And so we try to come up with, for the gardeners in your life, some good gift ideas. And my daughter already asked me what I want. And she came over the other day and helped me weed, which was nice.
Hey. Really?
But she said, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, you know what? I need another one of these Cape Cod hose because I always lose them. And so she's going to get me one. And I said, it's got to be the one by A.M. Leonard. And have you seen those hoses? They're the single prong hose, and it's the best thing for pulling out weeds.
Cape Cod hoe.
A Cape Cod hoe.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I know what you're thinking already, but you can't say that on air.
16 minutes after the hour. Thank you so much for tuning in to Facebook Live. We love seeing you, and we love to be seen. Also on radio, Biz Talk Radio, 855-424-9825, John at GardenAmerica.com. We're going to step aside. Our guest is next. Stay with us.
This is Joe Lample from Growing a Greener World. With the environment in mind, I recommend Milorganite Organic Nitrogen Fertilizer for all your growing needs. From plants to people, active growth requires energy, nutrients, and a balanced diet. Nutrient-rich Milorganite feeds the soil and plants for up to 3 months. The organic nitrogen is slow release and won't burn plants even during hot, dry weather. Trust the fertilizer, proven effective for 90 years. Milorganite, for better results naturally. Visit Milorganite.com for a garden center near you.
Mosquitoes can transmit deadly diseases, including Zika virus, West Nile virus, and dengue fever. Use Summit Mosquito Dunks to kill mosquitoes before they become disease-spreading pests. Just float an organic mosquito dunk in ponds, bird baths, rain barrels, and any standing water to kill mosquito larvae for 30 days or longer. Don't worry, mosquito dunks won't harm people, pets, fish, birds, or other wildlife. Mosquito Dunks are available at fine garden centers and hardware stores.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-303-3398. 800-303-3398. That's 800-303-3398. Call now. 800-303-3398.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and 3-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-935-0752 now and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you a copy of The #1 Mistakes Retirees Are Making with Their Investments Today and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-935-0752. That's 800-935-0752. Employees of J.D. Melberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
888-785-0618. 888-785-0618. 888-785-0618. That's 888-785-0618.
Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at GardenAmerica.com.
We are back. We survived the break. Hope you did too. It is 21 minutes after the hour. Back here on Garden America, Bryan, Maine, John Bagnasco, and Tiger Palafox. My cousin Ben in Nebraska is tuned in right now. Good to see him or hear from him. And he had another quote, John, that he wanted to share with us.
Really?
Something like this. Even if I knew that tomorrow the world would end or go to pieces, I would still plant my apple tree.
That was by Martin Luther.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King, we should say.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't Martin Luther King. I think it was Martin Luther.
the one that left the Catholic Church. Right?
Started the Lutheran Church.
Exactly.
Or was it 1 hour Martinizing? One of the two.
One of the I don't even know what Martinizing is. And I'm not sure they can do it in an hour.
Yeah.
But the reason that I know it's Martin Luther is because I came across that just this week on the internet where some website had put up Martin Luther King.
Uh-huh.
And I think that they just made a mistake.
Made a mistake.
Somebody made a mistake.
Yeah, I think it was the old Martin Luther.
Did you see McDonald's mistake for Black Friday?
No.
Their Twitter mistake?
No.
So they were supposed to load up a Twitter for, they have like an auto thing, and it said Black Friday, and then it put a parenthesis, like a little asterisk, and said insert text here, and then another end asterisk. Somebody didn't load up the text they were supposed to put for the Black Friday like Twitter feed.
Right.
And so they said that one got more shares than a normal Twitter.
The normal Twitter for McDonald's?
Because everybody was kind of like laughing at them that they couldn't get a good, proper tweet.
Well, maybe they did that on purpose.
Maybe.
Maybe somebody is a marketing genius.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy Schultz is ready to go. In fact, not only is he ready to go, he's locked and loaded.
Boy, speaking of a marketing genius, right, Tiger?
You took my lead in there,
I'm sorry.
man.
I'm sorry.
We can rewind. Okay, that never happened.
Yeah. So speaking of the marketing genius.
Nicely done, Tiger.
Yeah, Randy Schultz is joining us to talk about some wonderful gardener gift ideas. Randy, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How's it going?
Doing well out here. I'm in Santa Fe, New Mexico. The weather's sunny and clear, and it doesn't seem like Christmas season, but we all know that it is.
Yeah, and it's going to be creeping up on us anytime soon, I'm sure, for all of us around the country. And that's why we're excited to hear about some of the gift ideas you have for us. And, so that way people can start thinking and buying these things early to get those gifts for their garden or friend or family. You want to start us off with some of your top things?
Yeah, let's start with something fun. Some colorful outdoor shoes that are completely waterproof. Great for wearing in the garden. Also great for wearing, when you walk around the block and walk your dog or whatever. All-weather shoes from Sloggers. This is a California company. They've been doing this for quite a few years, and they always introduce new patterns. They're known for colorful, bright colors, colored patterns with garden themes. They've got leaves and they've got flowers. My favorite new one is a hummingbird pattern, really nicely bright colored hummingbirds. And one of the things I like about these shoes is, you go outside and you get them all dirty or muddy, and to clean them off, you just whip out the hose. You just hose these things down. They clean up really well. They make shoes and boots, and unfortunately, guys, they only make brown and black for us. But if you're a lady or you've got a lady on your shopping list that you're trying to find a fun present for, I love a pair of Sloggers boots or shoes, and they're at sloggers.com.
And those are a lot of fun because they're very comfortable too.
I imagine durable.
Well, they're durable, but they're very cushiony, I would say. And so it's nice to be walking around the garden, and it's very soft. So it's a very comfortable shoe.
Do you know what? Talking about how easily they clean up, I think if I was to buy myself a pair of these, that would be the best Christmas gift my wife would ever get.
There you go. You're
not dragging dirt into the house all the time.
Heard it here first. I like
with the tennis shoes, you've got to, you always put your foot up and smack the bottom of it with a utensil or something to get the dirt off. And no matter how hard I try, I still drag dirt into the house.
I have two shoes, one on the outside of my patio, one on the front door. So when I go outside, I put those on so that I don't track it back into the house. So this is a great idea, no doubt. Yeah. And what color did you say for the women, Randy?
Pardon me?
What color shoes for the women? You said
they've got a lot of cool patterns.
Yeah,
I'm looking at this the hummingbird pattern right now.
If you go to the website, they've got dozens of choices. They've got specialty shoes. I mean, they've got a couple of different patterns with chickens on them. If you're a backyard chicken person, that might be a good choice. If you're into horses, they've got equestrian patterns. So it's gardening and all kinds of outdoor activities that they've got themes for.
And for the men, we have black and brown.
Black and brown. I got a pair of brown shoes, like you said, by my door, and those are the ones I slip on when I run to the garden to do something real quick.
Well, I see there's a pair of dancing shoes on here for you, Brian. They're 2 left feet.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I wonder if I can do a little ballerina dance and get on my tiptoes.
What else? Let's move these guys on, Randy. What else do we got?
You guys are bad. All right, how about a garden tool? You guys are probably familiar with a tool called a Cobra Head. It's a single prong digging tool for weeding and cultivating and whatnot. A little company out of Wisconsin has been making this for a few years. And one of the things that they kept hearing back from their customers was, I love your hand tool, it's really wonderful, but there are times when I need a more precise, a smaller version. And they finally came out, Cobra Head finally came out with a mini weeder just this year. And it's a great little stocking stuffer size tool. But it's still, tough enough and strong enough to really do some good digging. But it's really great for, digging around plants in your vegetable garden when you're trying to dig out specific weeds, or cultivating in a large container. Just a great little tool.
Yeah, and this is fun to find these tools because sometimes as a gardener you get stuck with the classics of a shovel or spade or the simple weeder or a hula hoe. But then when you have these unique tools and you wonder, why did somebody develop it? And then you use it, you realize why somebody developed it. And it makes a big difference when you're out there gardening, right?
It really does. And that Cobra Head got its name from the blade actually kind of looks like a cobra head. It's flared out a little bit toward the end, and it's a great little digging thing. It's just the right shape to kind of dig in there and grab a weed and not disturb other plants.
And
so that's one of my favorite gifts for this season.
And how can people get a hold of that?
That's at cobrahead.com, and the mini sells for $22.
All right. What's next?
And then for folks that, how about something for folks that aren't necessarily gardeners, or maybe they're wannabe gardeners and they don't have enough space to plant a proper garden? There is a really cool Italian herb growing kit from Wayside Gardens, and it consists of 3 colored jars. They kind of look like mason jars, and along with the jars comes seeds and plant food and all kinds, whatever you need to get this little. It's sort of a hydroponic way to grow the big 3 of Italian herbs: basil, oregano, and Italian parsley.
Hey, we got to jump in here and take a break. Randy, hold on to that thought. We got a break coming up. Got to pay some bills here. Running some award-winning commercials. We're going to come back. If you have any questions, post them on Facebook or give John an email. That's john@gardenamerica.com. I'm Bryan Main. John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox, coming right back on your Saturday.
Hi, I'm Joe Clark, host of Consider This, found right here Sunday mornings at 8 o'clock. Join us as we break down the financial world, things that truly matter to you, things that you should consider. You can find out more at our website at yourlifeafterwork.com, but join us Sunday morning, grab a cup of coffee, and let's break down the 5 critical elements, the things that can really change your financial life. Numbers 800-928-4001, yourlifeafterwork.com. We'll see you Sunday.
Hi, I'm Joan London. If you're worried about your parent or loved one living alone, like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service.
Finding an apartment that was on the courtyard with the view of the trees, the view of the ducks, the stream, the creek, all of that, that was what I needed.
You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information. Here's the number.
To speak to a local senior living advisor, call A Place for Mom at 800-506-0320. That's 800-506-0320.
A Place for Mom is a free service, and you can trust them to help you. So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, there's a place for answers, A Place for Mom.
To speak to a local senior living advisor, call A Place for Mom at 800-506-0320. That's 800-506-0320.
I'm getting
getting older, do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or MedicareMadeClear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
Do you have an old car sitting in your driveway? How would you like to learn a hassle-free way to get rid of it, help kids in need, and get a great tax donation in the process? It's real easy. One simple free call to our car donation hotline is all it takes. Call the Neshama Foundation at 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723. We'll come pick your car up for free and give you a tax donation for the full value of the car, running or not. The value of your unwanted car will go to help kids in need. It's fast and easy. Just call us and your car will be gone and on its way to helping children in 48 hours. And you get a nice tax deduction. Call the Neshama Foundation now to get rid of your car, help kids, and get a tax write-off. Call 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723. That's 800-721-6723.
Do you owe $10,000 or more on at least 2 federal student loans? Then you may qualify for new programs offered by the Department of Education. These programs can reduce your interest, lower your payments, and possibly qualify you for loan forgiveness. If you have $10,000 or more and at least 2 federal student loans and currently not in school, you may qualify for one of these programs. Call now to check your eligibility. Student loan advisors are standing by to help you determine if you qualify for these new programs. They can help you reduce your interest, lower your payment, and even forgive a portion of your student loan debt. Take control of your financial future. Make this free 5-minute free call now to Nationwide Student Loans and learn how you can reduce your student loan debt.
800-439-1588, 800-439-1588, 800-439-1588, 800-439-1588.
Are you ready to leave your corporate job behind and be your own boss? Have you ever dreamed of owning a business? Do you have $50,000 or more sitting around in a 401k? If you answered yes, it's time to invest in yourself by buying or starting a business or franchise. IRS code allows you to use money in a 401k to invest in a business with absolutely no penalties or taxes. At Guidant Financial, we've helped more than 11,000 entrepreneurs invest $3 billion in retirement assets into the small businesses and franchises of their dreams. So if you've got $50,000 or more in a 401k and you're looking for a way to start a business, call Guidant Financial now for free information and to learn more. Operators are standing by for your call. 800-570-6630, 800-570-6630, 800-570-6630. That's 800-570-6630.
Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
Thank you for being right there, tuning in, watching us on Facebook Live. I'm Bryan Main. John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox, 35 minutes after the hour. Randy, I hope you held your train of thought. We had to dive into some commercials, take a break there as we continue with a few gift ideas, Randy. So pick up where you left off so we can have people catch up to where we are.
Yeah, we were talking about the Italian herb jar kit, which is a great gift for cooks and anybody who likes to eat great fresh food. You can grow 3 different Italian herbs right there on your windowsill. It's really easy. I mean, it's foolproof. And it's a great way to introduce somebody to growing plants. And how can you go wrong when you get to eat the results, you know? So that's a nice kit from Wayside Gardens.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. And, I'll take credit for the millennials in the area here. I think it's a fun way to get them started because, like you said, it's everything that you need to get going. So it takes all the guesswork and all the questions out, at least for the initial planting. But then it's a lot of fun afterwards. You can replant it with herbs either that you want to change up or different ones, or, maybe little flowers later on.
Absolutely. And, it's so nice to brighten up the holiday season and the winter season with plants indoors. Because those of us who are used to going outside to grow plants and can't do that during the winter, it's kind of like going cold turkey. I don't like that. So.
Yeah.
And speaking of plants, flowering amaryllis plants are kind of a tradition during the holidays and during the winter season. The flowers, they're really easy to grow. The bulbs are huge, and they're pretty much self-contained. And the flowers are big and bold, and they last for weeks. One of the things I think is really cool, Jackson and Perkins, which is known for roses and flowering plants, they have dipped some amaryllis bulbs in wax, and you can get those, and it's because the bulb is so full of moisture and it's got all the nutrients the plant needs anyway. If you just seal it so it doesn't lose any of its internal moisture, that wax-sealed bulb is a self-contained growing unit, and the wax is sparkly or red, and it comes in different colors. But you can literally just put the wax bulb on the counter, and it starts growing a tremendous flowering amaryllis. It's just really cool, and I had never seen that before.
Yeah, we were talking about this a couple weeks ago. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. We were looking at all the different colors that it's available in. I think that's a great gift idea.
And then
John,
again,
it's a growing plant that you don't have to do anything to.
And then, John, didn't you say we had a question regarding amaryllis on the growth?
Oh, we did. Yeah, we just got an email question about. Well, actually, the question said that Sharon always gave this recipe for keeping amaryllis short. And the recipe Sharon had was for keeping paperwhite narcissus short, but it also works on amaryllis. And you use 1 part vodka to 7 parts water. And
What about the plant?
Well, as you increase the vodka, you care less about the plant. No, that's what you use instead of water to grow the roots of the plants in. Now, you wouldn't use that with this one that's sealed in wax because obviously that's already self-contained and going to grow on its own. But if you're buying a loose amaryllis bulb with no soil around it and you want to grow it in rocks or something, that's the thing to do. So it'll shorten it. What was it, like about a third?
Yeah, I was going to say about a third of the height, which is nice because a lot of times people make the mistake of growing the amaryllis inside in a poorly lit room, and that's when it gets floppy. And
same for paperwhite narcissus. They fall. They get to a certain height, and then they fall out of the pots.
So all right.
So that answers that question. Do we have time for one more?
Maybe one
Randy?
more idea.
Yeah.
Okay, Randy, we have time for one more.
One more quick one. This is a combination of an outdoor gift that's also high tech. It's kind of a cool thing. If you've got deer or rabbits or some other sort of pest out there in your yard, it could be a raccoon, it could be skunks, whatever. How about a solar yard guard, solar-powered device that sends out an ultrasonic sound that you can't hear, but it's activated by motion. So when a pest animal, a squirrel or a deer, comes into your yard and starts eating up your plants and digging up your garden, this little device will send out ultrasonic sound that you can't hear, but it'll chase the critter away. I think that's a cool idea.
Now, how big is this? Do you just stick it in the ground and it sends the signal in all over the yard, depending upon where you point it?
Exactly. It's this little thing. It's got a stake, and so you stick it in the ground, and you point it toward where the animals would be coming from. So when the little electric eye in the device senses motion, it sends out that little sound that they can hear, but you can't.
Excellent.
Solar Yard Guard.
And what a great thing for a vegetable garden or fruit trees, something that, you're constantly plagued with critters. A little bit of protection without having to get too crazy with a netting or cage or anything.
And it's solar, so you don't worry about batteries or electricity.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Exactly.
And how do you get your hands?
High-tech gardening thing.
Wow,
and how do you get your hands on one of those?
You can go to bird-x.com. BirdX is probably much better known for the bird chasing things that they make, the streamers and whatnot. But this is their high-tech product.
All right. Well, lots of great gift ideas, man. I was taking notes, writing them down, sending emails to all my families, telling each one individually what I would want.
What you want.
Exactly. But thank you very much for joining us, Randy. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thanks so much. And if you need more information on any of this stuff, you can check out homegardenandhomestead.com. That's where we post all our new and cool stuff.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Randy.
Thank you, Randy.
Do appreciate it.
Have a great morning.
Okay, buddy. Thank you so much. So what do you think of the critter chaser away, the solar high frequency sound?
They've had a couple items, not BirdX, but there's quite a few things that have take that concept, and they work well for the most part on a lot of different things, and so I think they're definitely worth a shot.
Trial and error.
I hate losing, things, and I'd try anything to make sure to protect the garden when it comes to those critters and stuff, because they can just decimate it in one shot.
When I go to buy something like that, you might be skeptical of, because there's been a lot of these in the past that just haven't worked. I recall the ultrasound that's supposed to keep mice out of your house.
Yeah.
And then there was the one for gophers, chasing gophers away. And really none of those have ever worked, I think, satisfactorily. But they're always coming up with new things.
Yeah, exactly.
So one thing I would do would be to go to maybe Amazon, where these are being sold, and read the customer reviews.
Yeah.
Because if everybody gives it a 1, that's not a good, probably not a good investment. I've seen a few things that have been advertised on television recently that my wife asked about that she was interested in, and I went and checked the reviews, and it did not look promising.
Yeah.
Usually common sense tells you if it's too good to be true, it is. But, it's always...
But if it's new, give it a shot and read the reviews.
Yeah.
The reviews.
The one thing that sounded interesting about the one Randy was talking about was that it had a motion sensor on it.
Right.
So it only came on when something went in front of it.
Now, I wonder if your dog was in the backyard, what it would do to him.
Probably scare it off, too. Which
So
is good, too.
No, your dog.
No.
But you have to wonder, that frequency, not every animal is tuned to the same frequency. You may end up getting rid of, half of your pests, but the other ones, it didn't bother them at all. I think the biggest test for anything is rats. Rats seem to overcome everything. Everything. Doesn't matter.
Hey, so I got a new gift idea. We got in at the nursery, too.
You're talking about Mission Hills Nursery here in San Diego? That one?
Exactly.
Okay.
So we just started working with Husqvarna. Husqvarna is
it's a tool company.
I used to have a Husqvarna motorcycle.
I was going to say they make motorcycles too, but they've been around for a long time, and they've been developing this for over 15 years. It's a robotic lawnmower. And it's, if you know what a Roomba is,
well, they have vacuum cleaners in the house and mops.
Exactly.
Same thing.
And is it solar powered?
No, it's not solar powered. But what you do is you set up a guide wire in the lawn area, and it just stays in that area and then mows the lawn. Every day it just mows a little bit of lawn, so your lawn is continuously mowed all the time. And it's a pretty neat product, and we're starting to sell those at the nursery.
Interesting. Want to hear more about that? It is break time. We have one more segment coming up, hour number 1. So get those questions in either on Facebook, the computer to my right, in front of John, in front of Tiger, or you can email John at, that's John at GardenAmerica.com. John at GardenAmerica.com or Facebook. We're going to step aside, take a break on this Saturday morning. Tiger Palafox, John Bagnasco. I'm Bryan Main. 45 minutes after the hour, stay with us. Going to step aside, coming right back.
Mosquitoes can transmit deadly diseases, including Zika virus, West Nile virus, and dengue fever. Use Summit mosquito dunks to kill mosquitoes before they become disease-spreading pests. Just float an organic mosquito dunk in ponds, bird baths, rain barrels, and any standing water to kill mosquito larvae for 30 days or longer. Don't worry, mosquito dunks won't harm people, pets, fish, birds, or other wildlife. Mosquito dunks are available at fine garden centers and hardware stores.
Do you have insects on your roses? Do you have borers damaging your trees and shrubs due to stress or the drought? This is Tiger Palafox with Garden America Radio. Fertilome Tree and Shrub Drench is a great product that will give you season-long protection against many insects. Fertilome Tree and Shrub Drench can act as a preventer or a curative for insects that suck, chew, or bore on your plants. This may be the easiest product to use. Simply measure, mix in a bucket, and pour around the base of the tree. One application can last up to a full year. Protect your trees with Fertilome Tree and Shrub Drench. Find it at your local independent nursery or fertilome.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-521-9579 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-521-9579 to take your call right now. Call 1-800-521-9579. That's 1-800-521-9579. Again, 1-800-521-9579.
Due to an upturn in the economy, Main Street Business Loans has pre-approved the release of millions of dollars in small business funding. Your business may already be pre-approved to receive up to $250,000. We've sent out millions of pre-approval letters. We see the economy growing, and our underwriters believe now is the time to invest in your business so you can grow faster and make more money. And we're prepared to give you up to $250,000 to do it. Your funds can be available in 5 days. There are no application fees, no annual fees, just quick access to up to $250,000. If your business did not receive your approval letter to get up to $250,000, call Main Street Business Loans Approval Desk now.
800-430-7570. 800-430-7570. 800-430-7570. That's 800-430-7570.
When did your light bulb go off? We're talking about that idea you have for a new product or app. Listen, if you want to make your idea a priority, but you don't know how to get it off the ground, you call Davison, the one company with over 25 years experience and exclusive process that turns ideas into products and apps that are found in retail stores and online. Our team has helped tens of thousands of people, just like you. Call now and ask for our free idea starter guide. We'll show you how to securely get started and protect your idea. Whether you have a patent or not, our process will get your idea ready to get in front of a corporation. Don't let your light bulb of an idea go out. Call Davison now for your free idea starter guide. Davison charges fees for services. 800-213-9256. 800-213-9256. 800-213-9256. Again, that's 800-213-9256.
Do you need a car? Been shopping only to be turned down because of bad credit, low credit, no credit, bankruptcy, or divorce? Guess what? Today's your lucky day, because now you can buy a car, truck, or SUV, just about any vehicle. It's true. Bad credit doesn't matter. No credit doesn't matter. Bankruptcy or divorce, it just doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, your job is your ticket to your new vehicle. We're Auto Credit Express, and we've helped thousands of people just like you. Antonio H. told us, great company, got me connected, and the day I went in, I drove off in the car I wanted. 100% worth your time. Need a car? Get started now and drive off as early as today. Just go to 11ignoremyscore.com right now. That's www.11ignoremyscore.com. Auto financing the easy way. way. 11ignoremyscore.com. Get started today. Auto financing the easy way.
Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
We are back. You guys stayed here. I went to the car. So when I say we are back, that's always people in radio always say, hey, we are back after the commercial break. We never go anywhere. We're here. We're just listening to commercials. So technically here the whole time. It is 51 minutes after the hour, 855-424-9825. Want to give us a call. John at gardenamerica.com or post your questions right there on Facebook, and we'll answer them for you. John, any more Facebook, or I shouldn't say Facebook, but email questions?
Rick from Grants Pass, Oregon, made a comment that some of these garden tools should come with longer handles.
Hey, that's a good idea.
So you don't have to get on the ground to use them.
Right.
But that reminds me of another fantastic idea, and I have two of these that were given to me as gifts, and they both get used. But those garden benches. I don't know if you guys sell those.
And you can turn them over, and they're kneelers as well, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a kneeler, and the legs become when you get to be our age, handles to push yourself up on.
Well, but then you can also pray before you garden. That's the beauty.
Well, that's true.
You know,
that's true. It's multi-use.
But no, those are great for people in the garden because they, like you're saying, you can flip them over, use them as a bench, sit down, do some pruning, your roses, things.
Yeah.
Flip it over and do some weeding and things, and it makes it a lot easier to stand back up. A little bit softer on the knees as well.
Oh, the knee thing, yeah.
You know, I think this would be a fun gift for gardeners. And I got one and it's a game, and it's identifying roses. Now, before you poo-poo this, I played this with my granddaughter Kendall.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so how does this work?
And basically, what it is, do you remember concentration?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the match game or whatever. And there's cards with 50 different varieties of roses.
This would be concentration.
Right.
Okay.
And you flip them upside down.
Right.
And then you turn them over two at a time and try to match.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great way for her to learn the names of roses, you know. The only bad part about it was that
you knew some of the roses didn't match the picture.
No.
That's what I would have thought. That's a good call.
I wasn't going to admit this on air, but she beat me by a long shot
because of her memory.
Yeah.
Because in this game, there used to be a game called Memory, the same thing.
Right.
You try to match two items.
Right.
So if you turn two over and they don't match, and the next time you turn another one over and you say, oh, I remember that one. That's over here.
Right.
And then
that's what this is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she beat you because of her memory.
And you know what, John? Don't be sad because I play with my daughter. And you know when you first play with a kid, you're like, oh, you take it easy on them. You have some fun, right? No. After like 2 games and I kept losing, I started seriously focusing and thinking, and I have not won one of those games in a long time.
You know why?
All right. Well,
because kids' brains are less cluttered.
Okay, but this makes it even worse.
It's like a new computer. Go ahead.
This makes it worse. Kids at that age all have a little bit of ADD, right?
Yeah.
So they're running around, and Kendall doesn't have patience to sit there through a whole game like that. So when it was my turn to choose, she ran around the room and didn't even look at the ones
Didn't
I
even
turned
look
over.
at what you were turning over?
Then she'd come back. And for the first 15 minutes, the first card she always turned over was the same one.
Oh, man.
I said, Kendall, you keep turning over double delight. It's always in that spot.
She still beat you.
And she still beat me.
Okay, so this game, where'd you get this game?
You know what? We'll have to have them on maybe in a couple weeks. But Heirloom Roses, if you go to heirloomroses.com, you can pick it up there. It comes in a little box, like the box the Trivial Pursuit cards come in.
Absolutely.
Little box like that.
I remember years ago, you and me, Bruce and Sharon, went on a road trip someplace, and we played Trivial Pursuit. And there was a hockey question that came to me, and I thought, I got this. John, we're going to win this game. No problem. And I gave the wrong answer.
Oh, your moment.
I felt so bad.
Your moment.
And John just looked at me in disgust. He just shook his head like, I can't believe it.
I love it because John's very competitive too, so I can totally see him sitting there getting frustrated.
Especially in Trivial Pursuit.
Well, yeah, and I should have known this question. I think the answer was like Wayne Gretzky or something obvious, and I said Gordie Howe. Anyway, but very competitive. Trivial Pursuit, all those games. I was taught to be, competitive. Chess. Do you play chess?
Yes.
Yeah, you play chess, John?
No. I know how to play chess, but I don't.
Yeah.
But my son Joe plays chess online where you can play with experts from all over the world, and he got to the very top level.
That's very good.
Playing the Russians who, if you beat them, come kill you. I mean, not quite that competitive.
Who was the famous Russian back in the early 70s? Boris Spassky.
That's right.
Remember back early 70s?
He was with Bobby Fischer,
right? Played Bobby Fischer back in the early 70s. This was worldwide. This was something on TV. This was a huge event. I think it's the last time we've ever seen chess on TV.
Yeah, right.
This is the last time we ever saw Boris Spassky, too.
True, because he lost. And then Bobby Fischer died a few years ago, I think. He didn't have a very good end of his life either. A lot of depression, things happen.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, it is 57 minutes after the hour. Hey, don't fret. We've got hour number 2 coming up at 6 minutes after. And hour number 2 is going to be a conversation about that product to my left and in front of you, John.
HB 101.
HB 101.
Yeah, and we're going to speak with Masako Yamamoto. And she's not only
You love saying that, don't you? Her name.
I've practiced that name all week long.
Now, Yamamoto I know because I've known some Yamamotos in my life. Masako?
Masako.
Masako Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say that she's going to tell us about some uses that I never even thought of. I never thought of using it for houseplants or...
I used it for my houseplant, I told you, just 2 nights ago.
Well, you did, but you didn't tell me that until this morning.
Yeah, I figured, what the heck? Well, I wanted to see this poor plant. I was about ready to take the rocks off the top and give it some new soil. I mean, because it's been there for 5 years, and I thought, I'm just going to sprinkle some fertilizer and some HB 101 and see what happens. I was concerned about the water drainage. If that water didn't drain... then I was going to take it outside and change the soil, but it drained fine.
Well, you mix 5 drops per gallon of water, so usually you think that, it's a lot of trips with the watering can to pour over something.
Right.
But she's going to tell us about how you can hook it up to a hose-in sprayer and just spray your whole yard with it.
Gosh, that sounds great. Yeah, leaves, soil, it doesn't matter. Spray it on everything.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's windy. It can blow everywhere.
You're getting carried away now.
Well, I know, but I mean, the product is safe. That's my point is.
It's all organic.
Put it on your dog.
And this is a product
you probably can.
Been around for 300 years?
300 years.
I'm not sure. We'll have to ask her about that. But I do recall some story where this formula came from the samurai.
Wow. Okay.
Which is a long time ago.
Talk about that. Okay, I can see the clock is ticking, which means we've got news coming up on many of these very fine Biz Talk Radio affiliates. We are broadcasting Facebook Live, Biz Talk Radio. Thank you so much. Hour number 2 is coming up at 6 after. Tiger Palafox, John Bagnasco, Bryan Main, thank you for tuning in. And stay tuned in on Facebook. We want to see some questions this hour, or email John at GardenAmerica.com. Stay with us. Back after the break.
The opinions you hear on Biz Talk Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and do not necessarily reflect those of this station, Biz Talk Radio, its management, or advertisers. The information on Biz Talk Radio does not constitute a recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or service. If you have any questions about Biz Talk Radio, contact us at 817-274-1609 or at biztalkradio.com. Biz Talk Radio.
USA Radio News with Ron Taylor.
Very crowded, a little bit hot.
The deals are amazing. The lines were good. They were well organized.
Shoppers in Macy's in Midtown Manhattan yesterday as stores were mobbed for Black Friday. Retailers count on the day along with Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday for up to 40% of yearly sales. The big online shopping day is Monday, but these folks say they need to be in the stores for Black Friday.
Cyber Monday is great, but I don't know if it's going to fit, and half the time people have to return stuff online, so it makes no sense.
Because you need to see the quality, so it's better when you see it with your own eyes.
Holiday shoppers spent over $3.5 billion yesterday for Black Friday. The Navy is identifying the 3 sailors lost in a plane crash in the Western Pacific. Lieutenant Stephen Combs, Airman Matthew Calastri, and Airman Apprentice Brian Grosso died when their C-2 Greyhound transport plane crashed south of Okinawa on Wednesday. 8 other crew members and passengers aboard the plane are reported to be in good condition after being rescued. You're listening to USA Radio News.
Hey everyone, Proactive has an incredible offer for our listeners only. Stay tuned for a 100% risk-free offer that includes a free deep cleansing brush and free shipping. Do you have acne or even the occasional breakout? With Prescription Strength Proactive, your acne can heal and you can prevent future breakouts. There's no better time to try Proactive. Today, we're letting all listeners try Proactive 100% risk-free. Plus, they're giving away a free deep cleansing brush and free shipping when you call right now. 800-772-7610. You heard right. A risk-free trial of Proactive, a free deep cleansing brush, and free shipping. Take it from me. Proactive really works. So here's the deal again for our listeners. For $19.95, you'll get Prescription Strength Proactive plus a deep cleansing brush valued at $55, totally free and free shipping. You're guaranteed to get clear and stay clear, or you get your money back. Call now. 800-772-7610. That's 800-772-7610. One more time. Ready? 800-772-7610.
A woman has been arrested for allegedly threatening a well-known NASCAR driver.
68-year-old Kathy Russell is accused of harassing NASCAR driver Tony Stewart and his family. She's now in the Lee County Jail in Florida, awaiting extradition to Indiana to face felony charges, including stalking, terroristic mischief, and intimidation. According to an Indianapolis TV station, she targeted Stewart and his family because she was angry that the driver had not given her an autograph. For USA Radio News, I'm Chris Barnes.
Thank you, Chris. YouTube is cleaning up its act for young viewers. The video platform owned by Google said in a blog post earlier this week that it's toughening guidelines for acceptable content. YouTube now says it's threw out 50 channels and pulled thousands of videos in the past week, and it's changed policies to remove ads that target families from inappropriate videos. YouTube also says it's blocking inappropriate comments on videos that feature children and underage teens. With more news online at usaradio.com, you're listening to USA Radio News.
Hi, my name is Kip Harridge, and I'm the founder of the Vertical Research Advisory, or VRA. After 15 years on Wall Street, I founded the VRA in 2003, my daily investment newsletter that's been crushing the market for 14 years. I tell you what to buy and when to sell and take profits, and I only target stocks that have the ability to rise by 50% or more. For the first time, we're offering a free 2-week membership. Simply go to VRAinsider.com. You also get my new book, Crash Proof Prosperity, Becoming Wealthy in the Age of Trump. Join us now at VRAinsider.com.
The iconic Christmas book from Neiman Marcus begins arriving in more than 750,000 homes this week around the world. Our own John Clemens apparently has an early copy.
The gift prices range from $9 to $1.6 million. The most expensive is 2 nights for you along with 299 of your best friends in 150 rooms in the Knickerbocker Hotel with a rooftop experience as you're eye-to-eye with the ball that drops in the heart of Times Square. Mimi Sterling of Neiman Marcus tells us about one of the gifts that'll help some of those in need overseas.
For $50,000, you can donate 2 clean water projects or clean water wells for developing countries, and as a thank you, you'll get 250 holiday ornaments, all handmade by the Paper for Water team.
I'm John Clemens.
President Trump says he's taken a pass on being named Time Magazine's Person of the Year. He tweeted yesterday, quote, Time Magazine called to say I was probably going to be named Man of the Year, like last year, but I would have to agree to an interview and a major photo shoot, unquote. He added, quote, I said probably is no good and took a pass, thanks anyway, unquote. Time responded with a tweet saying the president is incorrect about how it chooses its Person of the Year. The tweet said Time doesn't comment on its choice until publication, which is December 6th. Recapping our top story, holiday shoppers spending over $3.5 billion this Black Friday. Macy's shoppers will be glad to know that their credit card system is back up and working as of today. I'm Ron Taylor, and this is USA Radio News.
How old are you? 25, 35, 50, or older? If you have pain, we can help. Do your knees hurt?
Ow!
Let me ask you again. Are your knees killing you?
Oh, yeah. Are they ever?
What about your back? When you bend over, does it feel like this? How about when you get out of bed in the morning? If you're like me, your knees and back feel like this.
Oh, that hurts.
I found a company called the Pain Relief Hotline. They specialize in ways to treat your knee, back, and neck pain without surgery or taking medications. The good news is if you have insurance, you may have little or no cost or out-of-pocket expense. I've used them. It works. Call the Pain Relief Hotline now for free information. 800-303-4607. 800-303-4607. Call now. 800-303-4607. That's 800-303-4607.
Welcome to the Garden America Radio Show, the country's most listened to gardening program. This is your chance to talk about gardening, horticulture, landscaping, in fact, anything that has to do in the world of gardening. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or send us your questions and comments to john@gardenamerica.com. Now, here's Bryan, Maine, John Bagnasco, and Tiger Palafox on Biz Talk Radio and the Garden America Radio Network.
It is 6 minutes after the hour. This is hour number 2, having a good time on a Saturday. The boys are back in town after a couple of weeks off. It is Garden America Live, Facebook Live, that is. Thank you for joining us. 855-424-9825. Want to pick up the phone with a question? John@gardenamerica.com, or post your question right there on Facebook Live. It was a good break. We had a good conversation.
Yeah,
we're talking real estate.
We're talking real estate.
Exactly.
For all those people outside of California, and we're talking real estate.
Wow. John, I want to send me that link, please. That's an incredible price for an incredible house. In what's that city or that town you said it was in?
That was Los Fresnos, which is down near, it's near the Gulf Coast.
Okay.
And just south of where the hurricane went when it went in.
Yeah, that's a shame, huh?
Yeah, but this area usually doesn't get hurricanes. It's near South Padre Island, which is, I don't know if you've ever been to South Padre Island, but it's like going to Miami Beach without all the high rises. It's really a really nice area. I think it's where the Whooping Crane refuge is.
Right, and that's where the whooping cough started also. Same area.
Not at all,
No?
Bryan.
No.
I took a shot.
Hey,
do we want to do
sounded good.
Do we want to do the quote of the week again, John, for those that weren't with us the first hour? Sometimes we don't do that. I think that 2 hours of a quote is well worth it.
Especially when it's this quote.
Especially when it's not up on his page.
When I'm not on that page, right, exactly.
It's not memorized?
No.
I thought for sure you memorized, especially the smaller, shorter quotes.
No. I'm not going to do that right now because it's too hard for me to find.
Oh, you can't find it? Because, okay, I think that it was Frank Lloyd Wright. And it was.
I did find it unless you want to keep
let's
guessing.
See what Tiger's good.
No,
here.
it was somebody.
A doctor can.
If a doctor can bury their mistakes.
Right. You can put vines on a building.
But an architect cannot hide their mistakes. They can only advise to put vines up.
Right.
Hey, that's
yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually a doctor can bury his mistakes, but an architect can only advise his clients to plant vines.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
Frank Lloyd Wright. Yep.
And he was right.
He was. He was not one of the Wright brothers either, Bryan. So let's see.
I'm checking here to see.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, I was going to.
With our producer and director here. So you guys just talk amongst yourselves.
Well, we had a lot of questions on Facebook that I didn't know if we wanted to get into some of these. We can always break off, I guess, and talk to Masako as soon as we get her on here. But, Tiger, I don't know a lot about this, but we had a listener that was asking about the ebb and flow system of hydroponics, I would imagine. Mm-hmm. And why don't he's never heard us talk about it, and what do we think of it? I, in general, think hydroponics is just a hard way to grow things. So I don't really work with hydroponics, but I don't know if you have or if you have any idea.
And isn't that funny? Because it's hard. Some people say, oh, no, it's the only way to grow something, and it's easy, and you do this. And I don't know. I feel planting plants in potting soil and growing them is much easier, because when you deal with hydroponics, you're dealing with pH of water, you're dealing with the alkalinity of the water, and then nutrients that you have to monitor. And an ebb and flow system, what it does is it floods a reservoir where your plants are sitting in, like rock wool or clay beads.
Usually a sterile medium.
Yeah, and it floods it, and then it drains. And so, obviously they don't rot, kind of a thing. And you just continually flood, drain as things grow. And that's how the plants get their nutrients, is because you have to put the nutrient in the water. The only way they're going to get nutrients is by putting nutrients in the water.
Right.
And if you don't do it correctly, you're either going to over-nutrient your plants, which we've talked about. When you put too much nutrients in plants and force them to take it up, you can get elongated plants, you can get stretched growth, poor flowering, things like that. But if you don't put enough nutrients in, you can get chlorotic plants, stunted growth, underdeveloped, and things like that. And so I think it's hard. You have to be, to me, it seems like you have to be a chemist to be able to do a lot of the hydroponic
You
systems.
mentioned a sterile medium. That's a psychic who can't have kids, right?
And then I've seen some of these systems that are hooked up to fish ponds.
Like the tilapia ponds.
Right, so that the waste from the fish becomes fertilizer for the plants, and you get
Just
like a
recycles
closed
stuff.
system.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's cool, but I wouldn't want it. It just seems like an unnatural way of doing things. So we don't want to disparage anyone who is interested in that. If you want to try it, that's
because
fine.
there's a lot of things out there. There's the arrow garden, there's the tower gardens. There are just all kinds of hydroponic garden kits that are out there that do make things easy for people, for the home gardener to be able to do it. But
also, if you're in an apartment, it might be.
I was going to say, I think it's more something for people that don't have the space outside. Right. They're trying to grow something inside. They're trying to keep the plants controlled. They're more for those people. If you're just the general gardener that's growing herbs and you don't want to grow them on their kitchen counter or their window, use some pots, use some soil, and they'll grow just fine. They'll be easy.
Exactly.
Well, whenever I think of hydroponics, I usually think of growing something that either has just become or is not quite legal.
Okay, that's good, John. Our guest is ready to go. It is HB 101 hour.
I'm so excited right now. I have so many questions to ask.
Yeah.
Well, we are
right now.
We are now speaking with Masako Yamamoto from the HB 101 company, and this is probably one of the best kept secrets in the gardening world in the United States. Mm-hmm. Obviously, in Japan, they've done it for years, and we're going to find all about this from Masako. Welcome to the show, Masako.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing really well. We're so excited to talk to you about HB 101. We've had you on the show before, and whenever you're on, we get all kinds of questions. And I think what we should do is maybe take some of those questions I know we're going to get and talk about those right away. For the first question is always, is HB 101 a fertilizer?
It is not, actually. It is you might think it is a kind of a supplement for plants.
Right. Yeah, and we call it a vitalizer.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
But HB 101 has been, a lot of people in the United States are just learning about this for the first time, even though you've sold here for many years. But it's been available in Japan for, am I mistaken, it's well over 100 years, right?
Oh, actually, it was invented about 40 years ago by Yoshinari Kawase. However, he is the 15th generation of Kawase family, and the family has been engaged in 400 years in forestry. So HB 101, the single drop of HB 101, has the family knowledge of forestry of 400 years.
That's a lot of knowledge in a drop.
Yeah. How big is this drop?
It's a small little drop.
Well, Masako, you speak of a drop, and we're really not too far off about the way that it gets used, because isn't the common dilution about 5 drops per gallon?
Yeah, that is a good dilution ratio. And then if you have the HB 101, you have the small measuring cup on top of the bottle, or you can use just a teaspoon. So 2 milliliter or half a teaspoon to 3 gallons of water will make about 5,500 dilution ratio. So that is a good start.
You know, one thing I was really excited to learn about was that you gave me some information about being able to use it in a hose end sprayer. Could you tell our listeners a little bit about that?
Oh, yes. Actually, can I mention the actual product name of the sprayer?
Oh, sure.
Actually, I recommend to use the auto dial and spray hose and sprayer. And that is easier for you to make the specific dilution ratio because this sprayer has the dial. So I can send you this information to you, and you can put it on your website.
Okay.
But the easiest way is that maybe it will take too long to explain.
We're going to take a break. Hold that thought. We'll take a break and come right back after we play some commercials and get into more of this as we continue to talk about HB 101. Questions, you can post them on Facebook. You should have a lot of questions. We usually do. Or john@gardenamerica.com as we approach 17 minutes after the hour. This is Garden America on Facebook Live.
Do you have insects on your roses? Do you have borers damaging your trees and shrubs due to stress or the drought? This is Tiger Palafox with Garden America Radio. Fertilome Tree and Shrub Drench is a great product that will give you season-long protection against many insects. Fertilome Tree and Shrub Drench can act as a preventer or a curative for insects that suck, chew, or bore on your plants. This may be the easiest product to use. Simply measure, mix in a bucket, and pour around the base of the tree. One application can last up to a full year. Protect your trees with Fertilome Tree and Shrub Drench. Find it at your local independent nursery or fertilome.com.
Mosquitoes can transmit deadly diseases, including Zika virus, West Nile virus, and dengue fever. Use Summit Mosquito Dunks to kill mosquitoes before they become disease-spreading pests. Just float an organic mosquito dunk in ponds, bird baths, rain barrels, and any standing water to kill mosquito larvae for 30 days or longer. Don't worry, mosquito dunks won't harm people, pets, fish, birds, or other wildlife. Mosquito Dunks are available at fine garden centers and hardware stores.
Here's George Foreman with InventHelp.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp has been helping inventors for more than 30 years and has sales offices nationwide. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. If you have an idea and want to try to patent it and submit it to companies, you should call InventHelp today for free information.
Listen, I can't guarantee a company will be interested in your idea, but I believe every inventor deserves the opportunity to step into the ring and take their best shot. Put InventHelp in your corner.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-351-1453. That's 1-800-351-1453. Again, 1-800-351-1453.
National Funding Group has just released $100 million in easy access small business funding to businesses that gross at least $100,000 a year. You can have fast access up to $500,000 in new business capital in as little as 48 hours. Think about the ways you could grow your business if you had up to $500,000 cash infusion. Call a NFG funding expert now. The process is easy. It only takes about 5 minutes. Then our management-owned lending team looks at your application for a fast approval. You can get 100% funded in about 2 days. If you need up to $500,000 in working capital to run your business and you gross at least $100,000 a year, call NFG and apply today. 800-296-1564. 800-296-1564. 800-296-1564. That's 800-296-1564. Investing is a long-term process. How many times can you think of in the last decade that the stock market has destroyed retirement funds for people just like you and me? For your existing IRA, you need the security that gold has provided for centuries. Remember, gold has never been worth zero. Capital Gold would like to introduce you to the Home Storage Gold IRA. It's a self-directed IRA set up with all the protection and tax benefits of an LLC. But the big difference in this IRA is you invest in gold and you hold it in your possession. You can't do that with stocks. That's security. You can transfer any type of IRA hassle-free in days. Please call right now and learn more, and we'll waive the $500 setup fee and give you a free safe to store your gold. Call 800-223-0092. 800-223-0092. 800-223-0092. That's 800-223-0092.
Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
And we are back. It is Garden America here with Tiger Palafox, John Bagnasco, Bryan, Maine. The topic, John, HB 101.
Right, we're talking with Masako Yamamoto from the HB 101 company, and we're talking about this phenomenal product that is a supplement to your feeding schedule for plants. And I guess what we should explain, Masako, exactly what results people can expect when they use it on their plants, and what should they be using it for?
Oh, HB11 can be used on any plants on a whole year, from the seeding or planting or until the harvest. Even after post-harvest, HB11 works really good. And you can get the bigger flowers, sweeter fruits, more fruit, and greener leaves. And HB11 gives plants bigger.
Yeah, I know that rose growers especially have just realized what a great supplement it is for growing roses, because it not only increases the number of flowers, it increases the size of the flowers, it seems like.
Yeah.
And exhibitors really like that. You know, you sent me a paper, Masako, and I never thought about using this for Christmas trees and poinsettias.
Oh, because, you know, maybe in San Diego, the weather is much warmer. However, in the colder weather, many people just take a break of gardening. But you can enjoy gardening in your room. You just give the HB1 to poinsettias and Christmas tree, for example. When you have the Christmas tree, and you just give several drops in the Christmas tree reservoir, so that you can have greener leaves for a longer time.
And with the poinsettias, if you're going to be putting some of this in the poinsettias.
Yes, you might want to use a sprayer because you are in your room. So use the small sprayer and then make a HB1 dilution solution, and then spray once a week. And then you will have the bright red or beautiful color leaves for a longer time.
That's exciting, because I always have the biggest problem with poinsettias through the holiday. Just, they're just not long lasting sometimes. And so it's nice when you can be able to get them to kind of go through the holiday into the new year and enjoy them, because they are a fun plant to have. That's always
without
wonderful.
dropping their leaves too.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, and in addition to the foliar spray, you might want to give some, the liquid, the solution on the soil, on the pot, so that the microbes in the soil will multiply and then help plants to absorb nutrients. So that will be helpful.
And Masako, we've been talking holiday gift ideas, and I know that we have a gift pack available to be able to be purchased now for this. And this is wonderful for anybody listening right now on this holiday gift pack. It's a really great deal. And this is one of those products that not everybody is aware of.
Exactly.
It works, which is really exciting.
Yes.
And once you give it to someone, they're gonna want to reorder it, and they're gonna share it because it's a good product. And so, John, we have this available on on our front homepage, right, of our website?
Yeah, if you go to gardenamerica.com, you can see the gift pack. It's kind of attractive. It's got a bow on it and snowmen on both sides of it. It includes one 50-milliliter bottle and
which should last you for a while, depending upon, of course, how much you're using it, how many plants you have.
And a 100-milliliter bottle.
Yes.
So you've got the two of those together, and buying that package, you're saving a third off the price if you would get if you bought those separately.
33%.
Yeah. Right. So what a great idea.
Yeah. And, like we say, it works.
The 100 milliliter bottle will make about 150 gallons of solution. So you can enjoy HB11 through the gardening season, I think.
That's a lot. When they say it goes a long way, there's no doubt. Absolutely.
Yeah, your gardeners will love you. And as a matter of fact, if you use HB 101, even if you don't want the gift pack, you might as well order it because you're going to be saving money.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah, that's true.
By doing it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Buy one for yourself. Give someone the little bottle and you keep the big bottle.
Masco, this might sound like a very strange question, but someone just sent me a note, and they said, look at this. HB 101 is for people, too. Is it?
Actually.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Actually, in the United States, HB11 does not have any FDA certificate or anything. The HB11 is for plants.
Oh,
remember that. But it's a very safe product. Ingredient is just plant extract of Japanese cedar, pine, Japanese cypress, and plantain grass. And then the inventor, Yoshinari, has been taking it. He put several drops in his glass of water every morning.
Wow.
So he is very healthy. But, it's not. It's actually for plants.
Okay,
so it's almost like an essential oil, though.
Well, it's not registered in the United States for human consumption, but I guess the point would be is if they are using this in Japan, that it just shows you how safe it is.
If you happen to accidentally ingest it, you're okay.
Well, like a listener says, I've been taking this and now I'm 6 feet tall.
They started off
5'10" before they started using it. It's a wonderful product, and we know that because every time that we have it on sale on our website, it's one of the fastest products that we have that actually literally flies out the door, John.
Well, and like Masako says, there literally is nothing that you can't use it on.
Right.
I mean, use it, and I guess because we're in San Diego, Tiger, I'd never think of using it on houseplants.
Right.
But people all over the country can use this on their houseplants.
I did the other night. I told you 6 times now this morning.
And then Rick just asked online if for different plants, do you use it differently? And it's different ways. And I think for the most part, it's pretty much the same dilution, right?
Yeah, you can use heavier dilutions, and when you get Masako, I'm trying to think now, but as I recall, there were different dilution rates for particular uses. Like suppose you wanted to use it to root cuttings. You dip your cuttings in before you root them. That's maybe a little different rate than the 5 drops per gallon. Is that correct?
Yeah, you might want to be a little bit as home gardeners, you can mix the very simple way, just 2 milliliter or half a teaspoon to 3 gallons of water. That might be a good start. And then because, as I mentioned, that the HB101 is just natural plant extracts, so you do not need to be so specific about dilution ratio.
Right. Masako, we have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll finish up talking with you about HB 101 and let our people know where to get it.
It is break time, as John mentioned, along with myself, Bryan Main, Tiger Palafox, and John Bagnasco. This is the Garden America Radio Show.
Whether you travel for business, vacations, weekend breakaways, romantic interludes, or family adventures, you'll learn about unique destinations and tips to make your travel smooth, efficient, hassle-free, and inspirational when you listen to Travel with Stephanie Abrams.
Hi, this is Stephanie Abrams. Enjoy our fast-paced show, traveling from beaches to mountaintops, cities to fairy tale castles, whether you're traveling for business or adventure. So pack your bags and join us.
Are you married? Do you and your husband both have term life insurance? If you both don't, you should. You have a lot to protect. Call now, get a free quote for your husband, and while you're at it, get a quote for yourself too, because you both need term life insurance. Call now. 800-915-9658, 800-915-9658, 800-915-9658. Rates are at all-time lows. We'll shop over 30 top-rated companies to get you the best possible rates. Term life insurance, it's the perfect way to protect the quality of your family's lifestyle. You and your husband both need term life insurance, so call now for a free quote for the both of you. 800-915-9658, 800-915-9658, 800-915-9658.
This is Tom Skerritt for the Borgen Project. Each year, nearly 2 million children die from preventable diseases. Each day, 30,000 people die from hunger. 500 each hour are children. The Borgen Project is turning this around. We need your help. To learn more, go to borgenproject.org. That's BORGEN project.org.
Attention business owners and independent contractors. This is a money-saving message from Tax Mediation Services. If your business owes $20,000 or more in taxes, we can help you today, right now. Listen, dealing with the IRS is no picnic. It's an intimidating and extremely stressful process, and you don't want to go it alone. Our attorneys know every law, every tax break, and every possible opportunity to help you resolve and reduce your tax debt. And if you owe more than $20,000, you may be at the top of their hit list. So don't take your tax debt lightly, because it will not go away on its own. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, your home, and even shut down your business. Call our tax experts today at 1-800-711-6812 and let us deal with the IRS while you focus on your business. That's 1-800-711-6812. Again, that's 800-711-6812.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for under $30,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet under $30,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait.
Call 800-605-5370. 800-605-5370. Call 800-605-5370.
If you're suffering from hearing loss, stay tuned for a special offer from the makers of Listen Clear, a revolutionary hearing aid breakthrough designed by top audio engineers to fit your ear almost invisibly. Right now, you can try Listen Clear hearing aids absolutely free for 45 days. You can also qualify for free shipping and free batteries for life. Listen Clear hearing aids are so lightweight and comfortable, you can wear them all day long. They're practically invisible, too, so others won't even notice you're wearing them. And the best part is, you'll be able to hear almost everything, everywhere. So do something about your hearing loss. Call Listen Clear now to get started with your 45-day risk-free hearing aid trial. This special offer won't be available for long, so call Listen Clear now.
800-716-4650. 800-716-4650. 800-716-4650. We're here 24 hours a day to help. That's 800-716-4650.
Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or john@gardenamerica.com.
Okay, when you're back, you're going to wrap things up here talking HB 101. Guys, you better keep a good lookout for those products right there. They may not be here after the show.
Brian's going to snake them.
You know, you've got your checkbook. You can get whatever you want.
I get a deal, don't I? Anyway, John, we're back with
right. I wanted to thank Masako Yamamoto from HB 101 for taking time to tell us about this phenomenal product and to let our listeners know about the gift packs that are available. One of the things that I would, of course, we're always happy to sell the product. You can go to gardenamerica.com, and we do sell it also on Amazon, and we sell it on eBay.
eBay, too.
And you can do that. But, Masako, our listeners can also go to their local garden centers probably and look for the product, too. And if their garden center doesn't have it, you sell wholesale, so all they have to do is get in contact with you, right?
Yes.
All right.
Please contact me anytime.
Well, thanks again for taking the time out of your day to come on, and we want to wish you the happiest of the holiday seasons. And I know that all our listeners' holiday is going to be much better now that they're using HB 101 on their plants.
Thank you, John and Bryan. Nice talking to you.
You bet. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Take care. There's a lot of pressure on me this year because last year was, the happiest of holiday seasons.
Yeah.
How am I going to outdo that this year? Every year it's the happiest. It's a lot of pressure.
Every year it gets better.
Well, if it's better, that automatically bemes the happiest.
Yeah, but that's pressure. I have to have the happiest.
Because last year
holidays.
was pretty darn good.
See, Tiger knows.
Exactly.
I had the happiest last year. It goes up each year.
But now you have to have happier.
Exactly. So I just thought about that.
I just say have a mediocre one.
Have the best holiday you can.
Supposed to have a very jolly, happy, jolly Christmas. Is that
Holly
how it goes?
Holly jolly.
Holly jolly.
That's
All
Burl
right.
Lives.
That's right. Does Tiger know who Burl Lives is?
No.
Of course not.
No.
Was he the snowman?
Well, you know what? He was the narrator in Rudolph. The
animated Rudolph?
Yeah.
I know his voice.
And then poor Rudolph was out there. That guy. Yeah.
Wasn't he also Big Daddy?
Was he Big Daddy? Yeah, I think so. He was in some movies.
Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Yeah,
I think he was Big Daddy.
And
with Paul Newman, Elizabeth Taylor.
He also guitar player. And we've got Marilyn standing by. Marilyn was with us before. She hung up and called back.
Oh,
Marilyn,
great.
welcome to the show. Thank you for calling. How can we help you on this fine holiday season day?
Well, it's nice to have the trio of you on the air. And
thank you.
I love HB 101.
Well, there you go, and there's the voice of experience.
And there's an endorsement right there.
Marilyn, we hope you had a nice Thanksgiving.
Yes, I did. And I
good.
hope you did also. We had very warm weather here.
Mm-hmm.
Hot weather.
Yeah, we had 94 in Temecula.
Oh.
So what can we help you with today?
I have a couple of questions.
Sure,
go ahead.
Well, Tiger had talked about a veggie cage some time ago. He said it was around $100.
The same one that I have, I think.
Veggie Pod?
The Veggie Pod, yes.
I don't think it's around $100, though.
How do I get it?
There's three sizes. There's one, John, you have the smaller one, right?
Right, which I believe was $129.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. And you know what? Well, you're asking your next question.
How do I get it? Who does
I'll
she
look
contact?
up a phone number for you.
Yeah, because I was going to say she orders from a phone number, right?
Right.
And Marilyn, I have one. I've got the medium one, don't I, Tiger?
You have the medium size,
I have the
right?
medium size one.
Yeah, it's called the Veggie Pod. And, for the listeners that are out there that are able to go on the computer, you just search Veggie Pod. I think it's veggiepod.com.au or something.
VEGI.
Yeah, because they are in Australia. But you can order directly from them online. And it's a wonderful rate. You can buy it with legs, but it's a gardening kit that's kind of what we were talking about, a little bit of the hydroponic
theory
but you use soil, and then it's got a netted cage over it, so it protects everything, let light in, And it's a great product for the home gardener that wants to grow vegetables, herbs in a kind of more controlled environment, but also very easy.
It's like a small ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
In a way, and you can roll it around, Marilyn, from place to place. I grew what I grew this year: carrots. I grew spinach,
lettuce, spinach, cilantro.
Right.
Yeah.
And they came out
so you
excellent.
recommend the medium size?
I mean, it depends on how much you're growing, because the medium size was for 2 people.
I thought it was big.
It was a lot.
I thought it was big.
It was a lot. So for 1 or 2 people, you can do the small one, and it would be fine. But if you're growing for 4 to 5 people, you might want to do the medium size.
Okay, I'll get small.
You know, I'm
And
looking
I
at their
just
website, Marilyn, and it says the small veggie pod with cover is $169, and then the medium size, which I just lost.
Which is the one I have, which I got a good deal on it.
Right, the medium size with the cover is $239, and then the large one, which is really huge, is $374.
I think the small one for you, Marilyn, would suffice.
Well, I don't know. I think Marilyn would like the medium one, to
you
be
think
honest.
so?
Yeah, because the small one...
Well, you have the small one, John, so you know.
But all I use it for is rooting cuttings.
Yeah.
So maybe the medium, Marilyn, I guess, John says.
Yeah. And, Marilyn, I do have a 800 number for you.
Great.
Okay, and it's 800-711-6881. So 800-711-6881. And our other listeners, as Tiger said, can also go to veggipod.com, which is VEGEPOD.com.
Yeah.
Okay. The other question I have is about this solar yard guard.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote bird dash then what?
X, the letter X, bird-x.com.
Bird dash X.
Right.
Like
.com.
X. Okay.
Yeah.
.com.
Right. Yes, like sex. You know, I wanted to let you know ahead of time. That's what Marilyn said. Brian's looking at me weird, like, why did you say that? I just want to let you know that I've always been skeptical of those type of ultrasonic devices. So you might have your grandson read some of the reviews.
Yeah, do some research and get reviews.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't mean it doesn't work. I honestly don't know anything about this one. It's just going from what I know of past products.
And I'm going to order that rose game that you play.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
That is so much fun, yeah.
Yeah. So I had heard a neighbor up the street has been planting a lot of plants and losing them to gophers.
Uh-huh.
And I had heard at my cactus and succulent society, they announced a succulent that keeps gophers away, but I didn't write it down. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, there's, as Tiger says, there's a euphorbia called, the species is Lathyrus, L-A-T-H-Y-R-U-S.
L-A-T-H-Y.
R-U-S, right, Euphorbia lathyrus. It's also known as gopher purge or mole plant. And, you know, there's mixed reviews on that, too.
It's like planting paper whites. You know, they're supposed to be poisonous to these critters.
Right.
And so, in theory, you would stay out of the area if there's poisonous roots.
Right.
You know, the euphorbia, the paper whites, those are all poisonous to these. So it's only as good of a barrier, you know, that you put, meaning, you know, you can surround your whole garden with them and it'd act like a line of defense. Right. But if you leave one opening, they could go through it and they would be fine.
And they would bypass it, exactly.
Well, usually, I'm trying to think, because I remember a nursery in Vista, California that used to grow these, and he had, I think it was 6 acres with gopher purge over most of these 6 acres and had almost no problems with gophers. So it seemed to work pretty good with him. And one of the nice things about gopher purge is it does reseed itself.
Yeah.
So as the new plants come up, you can move them around the yard. And it's not unattractive. It's kind of an attractive plant.
It's very easy to grow.
Yeah, linear gray leaves, drought tolerant. So even if it didn't work, it would look nice in the landscape.
Yeah.
Okay. And the Brandywine orange tomato, it's the most fantastic tomato.
Now, that was a new one that we offered this year. I think we were
Right.
Yeah, we offered
So
it
are you
exclusive.
offering any other vegetables for sale or anything special?
Well, I'm just starting to look over the new things that we're going to be putting on for this spring, so probably we'll start talking about it within the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Hey, Marilyn, keep listening. We got to take a break. Thank you for your phone call. It's always good to hear from you, and we hope we answered your questions. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, it is break time. One more segment coming up. I noticed a couple of Facebook questions, guys, we need to address. Back right after this.
Hi, this is gardening expert Melinda Myers. Keeping the environment in mind, I recommend Milorganite Organic Nitrogen Fertilizer for all your growing needs. From plants to people, active growth requires energy, nutrients, and a balanced diet. Nutrient-rich Milorganite feeds the soil and plants for up to 10 weeks. The non-burning, non-leaching formula provides a natural, slow, and consistent flow of nutrients. Trust the fertilizer proven effective for 90 years. Milorganite. Visit Milorganite.com for a garden center near you.
Do you have insects on your roses? Do you have borers damaging your trees and shrubs due to stress or the drought? This is Tiger Palafox with Garden America Radio. Fertilome Tree and Shrub Drench is a great product that will give you season-long protection against many insects. Fertilome Tree and Shrub Drench can act as a preventer or a curative for insects that suck, chew, or bore on your plants. This may be the easiest product to use. Simply measure, mix in a bucket, and pour around the base of the tree. One application can last up to a full year. Protect your trees with Fertilome Tree and Shrub Drench. Find it at your local independent nursery or fertilome.com.
If you're 85 or younger, would you like peace of mind and comfort for your family? We're Final Expense Direct with an urgent message for you. The average funeral today costs over $8,000, but the most you'll get from government benefits is $255. How will your family pay the difference? We can help. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam. You'll have lifetime coverage, and your plan can't be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Call now for free information about our senior plans. Answer a few simple questions and receive approval right on the phone. Plus, call right now and we'll give you a discount prescription card for free. Call 800-595-6619. That's 800-595-6619. Again, 800-595-6619.
Hi, I'm Joan London. If you're worried about your parent or loved one living alone, like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service.
Finding an apartment that was on the courtyard with the view of the trees, the view of the ducks, the stream, the creek, all of that, that was what I needed.
You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information. Here's the number.
To speak to a local senior living advisor, call A Place for Mom at 800-506-0320. That's 800-506-0320.
A Place for Mom is a free service, and you can trust them to help you. So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, there's a place for answers, A Place for Mom.
To speak to a local senior living advisor, call A Place for Mom at 800-506-0320. That's 800-506-0320.
Do you want to fly somewhere, anywhere in the world? Smart travelers call myflightsearch.com for the best deals on flight tickets. Going to Manila, Bangkok, London, how about Singapore? Call myflightsearch.com for the lowest flight tickets available. What about a local vacation? Let's say you want to fly to Vegas, Orlando, Miami, Los Angeles, or Denver. Pick up the phone and call myflightsearch.com right now. We have exclusive deals that you can't find anywhere else. The only way you can get these low airline prices is by calling us. We have so many low prices available, we can't possibly tell them to you right here and now. If you're flying somewhere anytime in the next 6 months and you want the lowest airline ticket prices anywhere, you owe it to yourself to save a ton of money. So pick up your cell phone and call myflightsearch.com right now.
Call 800-303-3398. 800-303
800-303-3398. That's 800-303-3398. Call now, 800-303-3398.
Are you ready to leave your corporate job behind and be your own boss? Have you ever dreamed of owning a business? Do you have $50,000 or more sitting around in a 401k? If you answered yes, it's time to invest in yourself by buying or starting a business or franchise. IRS code allows you to use money in a 401k to invest in a business with absolutely no penalties or taxes. At Guidant Financial, we've helped more than 11,000 entrepreneurs invest $3 billion in retirement assets into the small businesses and franchises of their dreams. So if you've got $50,000 or more in a 401k and you're looking for a way to start a business, call Guidant Financial now for free information and to learn more. Operators are standing by for your call. 800-570-6630. 800-570-6630. 800-570-6630. That's 800-570-6630.
Biz Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
Okay, final segment, and we do have some Facebook questions from our listeners and viewers. Here's one from Sue Miller. We'll be forcing our roses to go dormant soon. When should we apply HB 101? I don't think you'd want to do that when they're dormant, do you?
Well, no. See, that's the thing and as we were talking to Misako about it, and she said you can apply the product year round,
right?
And it's not a fertilizer, so it's not going to encourage growth. But
it'll revitalize dormancy.
Well, no, but what it's going to do is kind of make the plants healthier in the sense of like we talked about the house plants
when they do bloom.
Where the house plants, you don't need to fertilize them all the time, but making them healthier and stronger throughout the year is an important thing.
So it's not going to encourage growth during dormancy, basically. It's
right. I think for myself though, I probably would not use it during the dormant season unless you wanted to give them one last shot now.
Yeah.
You could go ahead and do it. Excuse me. The main thing to encourage dormancy on roses is to make sure you don't cut off the flowers as they fade.
Yes.
Let them set hips. And once they've set the hips, that along with the shorter days is going to tell the plant to go ahead and go dormant.
I've got some hips right now in my No, I do.
Your backside?
My green planet. Go ahead.
You should save those hips because you could plant the seeds from a green planet and you might get a green rose.
Ooh.
Or I could bring it up to you and you could do it in your little veggie pod. Because you like doing that. He puts his lab coat on and he looks real official.
I was going to say, though, when it comes to dormant plants and products like HB 101, like we were saying, do it right, at the very last minute, and that's fine. But then don't do it because you're just wasting it, I feel, too, because it's not doing anything for the plant when the plant is dormant.
Right.
And so there's no point in putting it on a dormant fruit tree, no point on putting it on dormant rose, those kinds of things. Don't worry about it. And then I'd say right when you start to see the new buds appear
in the spring
is when you can start up again.
Sure.
And then that will really help it because one of the biggest problems a lot of those dormant plants have coming up to start with is they start, for a lot of people, they'll either start early because we get warm weather and then they're very weak and they can't handle when it gets cold.
It's like
real quick.
waking up in the morning.
Yeah. Or, when they start and then it gets a severe frost or something. If you start using a product like HB 101, you're going to give it a stronger start, and won't be as stressed out because of these environmental changes when it comes to either starting early or starting late.
I don't know if any studies have been done, but I would think that HB 101 might actually help plants going into winter tropicals, maybe like spraying it on hibiscus.
Good, yeah.
It's not going to encourage the growth, but it might help them withstand the cold a little bit better. I don't know that for a fact, but I think it'd be worth trying.
Nothing but positive remarks. If you're on Facebook Live, just read some of the comments people are writing. Some people received theirs in the mail just the other day. Other people are saying they wouldn't live without it, and they love it. Everybody loves HB 101. So I think out of 5 stars, it's definitely a 5, no doubt.
There you go. You know, I always think that sometimes you're sitting here in the studio, it's just the three of us, and you think that all the world's knowledge is split among the three of us.
Sure. Just because you're on the
we're
radio.
not interacting with people except through Facebook. But I always come to the realization from a comment how much our listeners know that we don't know.
Sure.
I mean that's obvious. I don't want to
act like you're surprised that people who listen to us are smart.
Right. No, but it's just that there's things you would never think of. And Keith from Point Loma sent this email to me, and he said, John, did you know that Burl Ives was one of the nation's leading authorities on Abraham Lincoln?
Wow.
Never knew that.
Never.
Wow.
And it might not even be true. He could be just pulling my leg.
Yeah.
But that's something really interesting. I'm going to look that up and see if that's true.
Burl Ives, a reference to Burl Ives on a show.
And this was the Rudolph narrator?
Yeah. And I think that he played he might have been a voice of one of the characters. But I know he was the narrator.
I think he was
the Norwal.
I don't know if he was Frosty the Snowman, but I think he sang the song. Maybe.
When I was a kid, I had a Burl Ives songbook. Play guitar along with Burl Ives.
Burl is spelled
B-U-R. Is it B-U-R-L?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just B-U-R-L?
Yeah.
That's
Burl
an awesome
Ives.
name.
I-V-E-S.
Yeah.
That's an awesome name.
Burl. You like Burl?
Yeah.
That's a cool name, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Burl, come here.
Exactly.
Get a dog and name him Burl.
I am.
There
what
you
about
go.
Roberto Burl Marx?
No, I don't know who that is.
Who are you talking?
Just Google it.
Okay, I'm scared now.
I think Google would be a great name for a dog.
Yeah.
Hey, Google, come over here. Is your dog smart? He knows everything.
My daughter's hung up on the fact that Google is a number because you know Google
Infinity. Right? It goes to Google. Google, I think, is. Oh, no. Google
it's like supposed to be the largest number.
I'm sorry. I take that back. Google, I think, is 1 with 100 zeros.
Something like that, right?
I think so.
And she came home and loved to tell me that fact.
I think one of our listeners or viewers is going to correct me
Probably.
on that.
Yeah.
But I think it's 1 with 100 or 1,000 zeros.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's, and she was so excited to know that Google is a number.
Now, does she know the longest word in the American language?
I don't think
I think it's anti-disestablishmentarianism. Is that right, John?
Yes, that's correct, Brian.
Huh?
Bam.
Huh? Boom. John's on his computer. Look at it.
Well, in 1944, Brian.
Yes, John.
Burl Ives recorded The Lonesome Train, which was a ballad about the life and death of Abraham Lincoln.
So Keith's theory is starting to look pretty good right now.
Line up.
Yeah.
And he was also inducted as a laureate of the Lincoln Academy of Illinois.
Looks like Keith was right.
So there you go.
Very good. Burl Ives.
Well, I know Keith knows a lot of different things because I spent some time with him in Cuba and got to know him a little bit better.
Nice.
And he's an amazing person.
He's a fellow surfer.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Lives in Point Loma, and he's quite the gardener.
Oh, he's a great gardener. And I believe he developed the phrase hang 10.
No.
I just made that up.
No, see, you're not going to get me on that. Do you remember Hang 10 shirts?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Are they still out there?
Good question. I don't know.
Because it seemed like OPs came in after Hang 10, kind of pushed Hang 10 to the side.
Yeah.
Ocean Pacific, we're talking. See, we talk everything on this show. Burl Ives, Abe Lincoln, we talk surfing, whatever's on your mind. But we're running out of time right now.
Well, I wanted to just quickly mention for our listeners in Southern California to make sure your yard is watered because we haven't had any rain for a while.
Yeah.
Plants need that water.
Here we go again, water restrictions. Hey, for the entire crew, I want to thank Brandon, I want to thank Zach from the network, Tiger Palafox, John Bagnasco, you great Facebook viewers, our listeners. I'm Bryan Main. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a safe weekend. We'll do it again next weekend. Same time, same station. Till then, get growing, America.